So, Chris, Impulse Summit is introducing another level to exhibitors.
Yep.
And it's called our signature exhibitor.
Absolutely.
Right? Putting more emphasis on the brand that's going to be bold to show up at Impulse Summit.
These are the exhibitors that have great products that not a whole lot of people know about, but they will know about it once we introduce you to our platform and also to the Charlotte market. This is Kayla.
And so she has unapologetic me, myself, and I. And she has strive, thrive, and survive. And this young lady has a very powerful platform that she wants to discuss with us. So with your VIP signature impact, you're going to be able to expand and expound on what it is that you are exhibiting at Impulse Summit and more, so that we can put more emphasis on brands like this, learning to collaborate and to connect with our small businesses.
The way that we promote Impulse Summit for about 6 months before the event even starts, and we're constantly on the social media platforms with different lives and different events.
Yes.
What we will do is, if you become a signature impact exhibitor, you'll promote with us all the way up to the event. You don't have to wait to get to the event to start selling. You can sell along with us every time we go live, every time we mention who you are, mentioning your website, even going to our website and finding information about you. This is what we're offering those signature impact exhibitors. This is the first year we've ever done something like this.
When we talk about supporting our small business brands, this is the season for Restore, and we're going to get back all the things that was lost and broken, destroyed. Listen, y'all gotta wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. Hold up. Stop whatever you're doing and tune into this Restore Now podcast. I am your visionary founder of Impulse Summit, Micheline Barber, and I'm here to inspire, impact the minds of millions at a time, and just simply motivate you. Hey, I'm excited because Impulse Summit is coming up in a couple of more days. I'm saying a couple more days. Joel 2025 said it's time for us to rebuild, revive, and of course, restore. It is Restore 2025. It's going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, September the 27th to the 29th. Mark your calendars. We have so many different events that's going on. We have an off-site day event. That's a boots on the ground. Come on, somebody. We have a MIM, a PPB Power Breakfast, a Sunday Post, a Men on Pause, a Cream Gala Award, and the release ceremony. But we added a couple more things. We're now going into telling you that it is a 3-day educational experience that will restore you spiritually, personally, and professionally. Educational sessions. We talk about interactive hands-on classes. We talk about insightful lifestyle panels, a VIP day event. We got the Power Post Breakfast, a spiritual enrichment gathering. This is what we added. The Popcorn with Purpose panel. We cannot let you know how much we are super excited about this particular panel and what is going to be happening the night of the 27th. Will you be there? Now, we're going to be having a cocktail with coach event, and that's going to be right before our Cream Gala event. So listen, if you are signature VIP, you have access to this right here. Also, what we're going to be doing is having a Breakfast of Champions, a signature VIP access only that's going to be open up for you all. Hey, I'm telling you, you want to be in a building. And this is some of the things that Impulse Summit is just building up for the kingdom for you. It is a faith-based event, and let me tell you, we're looking for future professionals. If you know someone, if you are sponsoring someone, sponsor them to be at this. They can come for 1 day for $75 with a swag bag and 2 days with a swag bag for our future professionals. Hey, we love our future. To get in the room, we talk about for the networking, the night lock-in, the Sunday Post. You can be with us for $299. We're going to be focusing on topic panels and discussion, main stage industry events, and product presentations. So come on, $299. One of our amazing sponsors and partners that we have is none other than Miss Kai Smith. She's going to be on the main stage talking about the trauma of trichology, shifting your perspective from hair loss to health loss and increasing revenue and standing in the front line of being a health advocate. This is what you want to be in the building with. Also, listen, we have some amazing partners that has been doing match money. If you say, hey, I've never been to Impulse Summit, I want to be there, they are giving you a incentive to come. It's powered by our partners, Core Specialists, and Kingdom Brands. We see you and we want you to be in the room where alignment happens, where divine strategy is released, and where your next level is waiting. But let's be real. Life has been life, and you're ready for an investment still. Sometimes, your wallet doesn't match your hunger, and we want you to be there. So we want to match you with our assemblies. The MBI will step in with our partners and core brands that will help match you to get you to Impulse Summit. So that is up to $500. They're matching you, and they're ready to cover you to get in the room. So listen, so many people are talking about this. They're talking about September the 27th through the 29th in Charlotte, North Carolina. If you want to be there, scan to lock in or go to stand.store/Impulse Summit. Are you ready to rebuild what you have? Are you ready to revive and resuscitate? And are you ready for the restore? Well, listen, I am. And I'm excited about this young lady I'm about to bring to the seats of the podcast because she's been coming to Impulse Summit quite a few years. And I'm super excited because she hails out of Greenville, North Carolina. And when I tell you, she is packed with power. She has so much to talk about. I call her friend. Call her sister. And she is a signature VIP. Y'all, please welcome to the podcast my girl, none other than Miss Tamika Phillips. Hey, Diva. I see you.
Hello.
So listen, I gave a brief description as to who you are. So tell them exactly. I know you've been doing it for 26 plus years because it's been your passion because you look 26, minus the gray hair, you look 26. But anyway, so tell a little bit about the name of your salon and everything that we're doing. So I see it right here, but I want you to tell them your passion and exactly who Studio Diva is.
Well, my name is Tamika Phillips, also known as Diva. That's DEVAH, not DIVA, because I am different. And I have been in the industry now professionally for 26 years, over 26 years, and have loved it for as long as I can remember. Like this started with following my grandmother in her salon and working at my cousin's salon when I was 14, and literally been in the salon all my life. So I absolutely love this industry. I have a passion for this industry. And I also have an even bigger passion for the overall wellness of this industry. That's not just like hair. It goes so much further than that. It goes beyond that because who it is that we are, we project. We project that onto our clients. We project that onto our coworkers, onto our suite mates, or however that may be. So it is imperative. It's imperative that from what I'm bringing, that we take care of ourselves and push that out first and foremost before we can even step foot to be even more of who we absolutely are.
I absolutely love it. And so Tamika Phillips, you see the address right here, Studio Diva. Again, she's different, DEVAH. She is a makeup artist, a hair artist, an educator. She does hair extensions, silk and lace closures. She's a loctician. Like, I'm reading some things, Tamika, that I didn't even realize. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, loctician, okay. I know you are a health advocate, and we'll get a little bit deeper into that. So you, before you became Tamika Phillips, we know you today. What has life been like for you growing up?
It's amazing that you asked that and how well it pours into exactly where I fit into the industry. So I am the oldest of 7. My parents had me when they were 14, and they got married when they were 18 and then produced like a whole bunch more of us. My siblings were my first clients every Saturday.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. And believe it or not, even though hair has always been my love, my passion, I've been an athlete since I was 5 years old. I was the only girl on the football team. I was the only girl on the baseball team. And then it spilled over into a bunch of other sports. And so being fit, being well, all of that has just followed me for forever, as well as hair. And to insert this really, really quickly, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I was actually offered, I ran track and field all through high school, and I had an invitation to go to Olympic training. But in the midst of me getting ready to do that, my father, at the age of 34 at that time, had a heart attack. And with me being the oldest, I had to come back home.
Yes.
So he told me, Mika, me and your mom, we know how much you love doing hair. We already done enrolled you for hair school. So
Yes.
you don't have to not go to school. You're going to still be going to school. You're going to still be doing what you love. So that's how I fell into the cosmetology industry. And
I love it.
the rest is history.
I love it. So it was meant to be, I'm
Absolutely.
family first too. I believe in, giving back and coming back, whenever my family needs me, I'm there. So you definitely an inspiration on that for just putting family first. So you've been in the industry now 26 plus years, and we know there's been ups and downs, and we know that, a lot of things been turning around in the 26 years. What kept you inspired to continue doing it, and what evolves you throughout every season of change? Because I see you're doing and adding on new things.
What inspired me to keep going is just I've always been not only a pusher, but I've always been pushed. I always have known that I have a lot of eyes on me. That always started in my home. I was a leader at first just by being the firstborn. So just because of that in itself, eyes were always on me. So I've always just known I got to keep going. I got to keep going no matter what. I got to keep going. And God has just always shown himself in whatever it is that has come up along the way. And I just learned how to trust. And what really, really, really got me in full trust mode. And even though, we may get a little, oh Lord, how, you just always reminded to and taken back to that one thing that just always got you there. And mine was my sister, the sister that's next to me. She was hit by a car when she was 7. It was the day before her 8th birthday, and I actually chased the car down and got on the stop. And she almost lost her leg. She had no bone, no nothing, and literally the surgeons had to rebuild her leg from different parts of her body, but with no bone. And they were going to put a metal rod in her bone. And overnight, the doctors were amazed. They called my parents and told them to come to the hospital. I had to show them something. God grew a bone in my sister's leg overnight. And that I was 13 years old. And that ignited me. You can't tell me that I don't care what it is. God grew a bone overnight in my sister's leg. You can't tell me that I don't care what it is. Yeah. That's all I needed. That's what has held me.
That's good. Your faith is big, and I'm loving. I'm over here having chills because of a big God that we serve. You know what I'm saying? That he can create a bone. And so many people are wondering where they next is going to come from. And here's God said, I'm going to create a bone overnight. Working with brands, you work with so many different brands, Influence Hair Care, we work together. You work with Kirk Pro and other big brands that you work with. What have been your biggest takeaway about excellence in the beauty industry?
My biggest takeaway with working with those type of platforms has just been never lose yourself and stay consistent and true to who you are. And remember that even though you are tagging along, never forget your purpose and never forget your vision, because that's just a platform. At the end of the day, we all have an individual platform from the same source. But how it is that we choose to use that platform and utilize that platform will determine exactly where it is that we go, where God takes us based on the vision that he gave us. We have a responsibility to maintain and uphold that vision and use what he gives us and use our resources that he gives us along the way to help us with those steps. But no matter what it looks like, whether your experience was good or bad or sideways or whatever the case may be, never lose faith, never lose focus and sight on what it is that he showed you.
I love it. So I want everybody to make sure they screenshot where they can find you at. So there's a connection, you have a connection between your physical wellness and then your mental, spiritual restoration in the beauty as a beauty professional. Explain that portion of it, because that connection of what combined those together.
Initially, when God gave me the vision that he gave me, it did not make sense because I have I've always been into health and wellness, especially on the physical aspect of it. And doing hair, being a cosmetologist and all of that just did not make sense to me. When opportunity came for me to combine all of that, all I know is God showed me clearly, and he just told me, he gave me a vision, and he told me to make it happen. That's something, the depths of that can be shared another day prayerfully, but he gave me a vision and told me to make it happen. And he also told me that within time, it was going to make sense. And I can say over the time, it's been some years, a few years, I began to see exactly how all of it is meshing together. And at the end of it all, from the inside out, from the top of our head to the soles of our feet, we are a physical being that God needs 100% use of, period. And it has to be well. And it has to be groomed. It has to be well groomed, not only just from our hair, but also from the inside out. It all plays a part in one big assignment. And once we really come to the realization of that, we'll be able to move with, I feel, with stronger purpose.
I like it.
Don't mess this.
It's a cultural divide. I'm gonna get it on the floor. 40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music.
You really about to do it?
Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence.
Like that.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Bust that on a beat, bro. Deep out in rap. He a freak though. Man down, call like Ember Lambs. Tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like T's. What's up with these Draconio? Trying to see Compton. In the street in Haiti. Pump them all in they mama. How many options you really got? I mean, it's too many options. Been a crash on his body, I'm John Stockton. What?
I will never dread hair wash days after learning this. Meet Tahiri Kids, the game changer in kids hair care. Introducing Tahiri Kids hair care system, where gentle, natural ingredients meet proven results. Say goodbye to tangles, dryness, and those pesky tears during bath time. Our formulas are free from harsh chemicals, parabens, and sulfates, making them perfect for delicate scalps and every hair type. Watch as our claymation friends show you how easy and fun hair care can be. From our detangling shampoo to our nourishing conditioner, Tahiri Kids transforms hair care into a playful adventure. Parents, this is more than just hair care. It's a bonding moment that leaves their hair healthy, shiny, and strong. Plus, with our eco-friendly packaging, you're doing good for the earth too. Tahiri Kids, naturally beautiful hair, naturally happy kids. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. Click the link in our bio to learn more. Don't miss out. Join the Tahiri Kids family today.
We're back. Let me tell you, I'm up here just taking notes. I like what you said, make it happen. Never lose yourself. So I'm just looking at all these notes and just putting them all into perspective. So building Studio Diva right there in Greenville. I know, things have been going on and things have been happening. So Studio Diva carries a tagline, eternal revolution, eternal innovation, eternal rhythm. Let me get that word out. We got to cut that one and start back over. Studio Diva carries a tagline: external no. Come on, help me out.
External renovation, internal innovation.
Chris, you're gonna have to start that one over, okay? All right, Chris, let's start. And take 3. So Studio Diva carries a tagline. What is that tagline?
External renovation, internal innovation.
All right. So where did that phrase come from and what does it mean to you spiritually?
When I began to merge my business, the Holy Spirit gave me Hebrews 12:11, speaking on disciplining the body, just being disciplined, period, and how important it is and how painful it can be. But the reward later on. So external renovation, internal innovation comes from the process to the moment. And when he gave me that, it was like a full circle moment to me. And that's what it stemmed from. Just to the ability to be able to go through the process, as painful as it can be, but the reward is so great hence the internal innovation.
I like that. You know, some of the things that we go through, the hardest part of stepping out on faith to open your own business. I know there's so many people that's out there saying, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I think I can't. What's some of the hardest parts of stepping out on faith to open your own business that you've done?
Believing that you need everybody.
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, if you keep pulling on everybody to come into where you are, it's going to take you away from exactly what it is that God gave you. And you're going to start, and it's okay. People say eat the meat, spit out the bone. That's cool. But if you're not okay, you start changing up what God gave you just to kind of make it fit according to a narrative. And you can't do that. It's imperative that you maintain exactly what it is that you have and eat the meat and spit out the bone. But whatever you do, do not take it away from what it is that God showed you.
That's good. So that's some of the things we talk about, that faith. And, we always talk about faith on the phone. We just talk about, hey, look what God has done, what he sent me, look what he's did. So there's a season where it looked impossible. It may have been financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, but God still made a way for you. When was that? And tell me that. And it's probably several times, but I know something sticks out to you.
So many times. The primary, I will say, the biggest was when, and I know this is going to be another biggie, but when I learned I had Graves' disease and spent 1.5 years in a cancer center. And when I was told I didn't have to go through chemo or anything, but we're trying to not have to go through radiation, but I ended up having to go through radiation, and it was a do or die moment, and I couldn't work or nothing. And the doctor said, you got to do it or it's going to kill you. And when I went through that and I didn't know what was going to be, what was going to happen, I just got to stop. Lord, what in the world? But I never lagged. And not only that, the 6 treatments I was supposed to have took only 1. So I'm just that he just always just continues to show me how much he got me. So I'll acknowledge a way need to be made, but I always acknowledge and just put so much big pressure on just how much God always look out for me.
That's good right there, because he is a big God. And I think we the ones who think small. How do you keep Christ at the center while serving in the industry? That often focus on outward beauty and not on the inside.
Because it's my responsibility, even though it can be challenging, because some days, especially in the climate that we're in right now, it can be very hard. Even with people that you pour so much of yourself into on a regular basis, more so the people that we serve on a regular basis. But I know what I have to do, and that's really my focus. I've tried to share that one time before, was trying to explain it, and it's hard to explain other than just, I know I have a responsibility, and I've seen it. I know what I've seen, and I know the bigger picture, and I have to just keep going until I get to where that is. And I know that's not even the stopping place, but I just got to keep going until I get there.
That's good. I like that. We always talk about the faith thing and how God just shows up. And so you have really inspired me, because you talked about 3 different, or probably more than that, 3 different things that God has showed up for you when you was like, wow, God, you did it again. It's the do it again thing. So what role does mentoring and educating others play in your kingdom assignment through Studio Diva? Because you and I have educated together on platforms, and we've met each other at other platform classes, and you've always in classes. So how does that play a part in your kingdom assignment through Studio Diva?
Mentoring, well, the word of God speaks on mentoring just through seeking wisdom. Always seek wise counsel. And mentoring is the same thing. That's very important to me, because we become mentored. We are mentees to become a mentor. And it's crucial that we stay educated, no different than staying in the word, studying to show ourselves approved. It ties in the same way. We have to strengthen our walk, but we got to strengthen our craft. It's all the same. It's a responsibility. At the end of it all, it's a responsibility. So it's imperative that we understand that mentoring and education is so important, which is why Impulse Summit is so important there. Let me just put a tag in there real quick. There is nothing like Impulse Summit. If you are a woman or man of faith in the industry, you will understand how it meshes. Trust me. Okay, I'm sorry.
No. Regroup tours are happening and they're coming to a city near you. If you would like to be a part of our premium network and educational event, just giving you a little taste, a little sprinkle about what Impulse is going to be bringing to you in September, then look for this. You can simply buy tickets on impulsesummit.com, or again, they're on stanstore/Impulse Summit.
7 years ago, we made room. Then came the victory. Now it's time to restore. Charlotte, North Carolina, September 27th through the 29th. Prepare to rebuild, revive, and restore everything the locusts have eaten, as promised in Joel 2:25. This is more than a beauty summit. It's a transformation spiritually, personally, and professionally. Find your tribe and reconnect to a new life source for your beauty profession. Bring your spouse, because we're restoring the entire family. Men, experience the powerful Men on Pause gathering, and women, embrace your journey. And together, we unite in spiritual gatherings like Sunday Pulse and The Release. Elevate your experience with our signature VIP pass, where the entire weekend has your name written all over it. Literally. Impulse Summit 2025, Charlotte, North Carolina. Register now for the Impulse Summit Restore 2025. ImpulseSummit.com. Register now for the Impulse Summit Restore 2025. ImpulseSummit.com.
So Tamika, you gave a little plug by Impulse Summit. I'm super excited that you are joining us again, and now you are a Signature VIP joining us. So, hey, we're super excited about that. Let me just say
I'm
that.
excited. Really excited.
So my next question, there's trials, there's faith, and then there's transformation that you've seen. Every person who truly talks and walks with God have a testimony about struggling, about them saying, "This is what I went through." Can you share one of your toughest valleys and how God just pulled you up out of it and pulled you through it?
I can go back to what I was just speaking about with things concerning my health. That was big. That was major. It was spirit of moment. By spirit of moment, I mean it just happened. And I wasn't looking for it. I felt fine. Then all of a sudden I didn't. And that in itself shows how if you're not strong in faith in whatever area of your life, you and in no means be perfect, because God is not requiring perfection. He's just requiring us to come as we are. But that was a very big moment for me. It took me away from everything. It took me from my business. It took me away from my daughter, literally, because I had to be by myself, with radiation. I couldn't be around people. I couldn't be around anybody. All I had was God and the phone with friends and family calling and checking on me and things like that. So that was probably one of the most major moments. But how he showed me so much love and so much care, and how I was truly appreciated and thought of, and how people cared for me and loved me so much. Like he showed himself big in that moment through people when I really didn't think I was going to have people. So I would say that that's one of the toughest valleys as far as my walk with hair, with the industry. I would say it would have to have come with me being heartbroken by a company that I was with, and how he just guarded my heart and then hardened it, and with that, he showed me love in a way in that moment, and how to love, taught me how to love through. That's what I want to try to say. Taught me how to love through, and it strengthened me. So those two are two moments, so two instances that I can say where he just really he had me.
Yeah, that's good. It feels good too to know that you know, even the time when we're in the darkest moment and then he'll show some type of light there that, hey, I got you, you know. Have you ever felt like giving up on your dreams or even, you know, on yourself? And what helped you just hold on a little while longer?
I have thought about, I absolutely have thought about it. People be peopling. People
Yeah.
be people, and they make you not want to deal with people no more,
Yes.
especially
Right,
when
right,
you stand behind the chair, because
right.
they begin to make you feel like, you know, they own you, and that almost made me want to walk away. But at the end of the day, I had an assignment, and I know my ministry started behind that chair. I always say my pulpit is me standing behind the chair, and by no means can I let it or anybody pull me away from that.
Not at all. That's good. I know we all have felt that. I mean, like you said, being hurt, whether it's, you know, behind the chair hurt or in front of the chair hurt, we've been through something with the trials and faith, but it's that hold on factor that God is
You
saying,
got to keep going. Never
you
lose
can't,
sight
don't
on
let
what
it.
God showed
Right.
you. It's for a reason.
Right. So I see that you minister to a lot of your guests who come in broken and bitter, and it's not just about hair, but it's about their heart. Tell an incident about that you ministered to someone who came to you and said, Tamika, I'm broken, I'm bitter, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Boy, Lord, that can go on and on and on. We have no time for that, but because and I know you understand that we have stories and how we
Yes.
have just watched God minister and watched God move. But how I minister is I prepare myself first before I even go in. My door is anointed, so before you even walk through, you're gonna see a nice little oil cross that sits there, and I prepare myself. I prepare my hands. I prepare my book. I try to make sure that even though they see me, that I'm representing as best as I can, and I try my best to make sure that whatever it is that need to be heard, said, felt, whatever, that it is God led, and I'm in the background,
Yeah.
whatever that may be. Is, as you know, we are counselors, it seems like, but it's during a service, so it's a service during a service.
Right.
So I am so sorry. I got to do a quick pause. I got to plug up my phone. I got to plug up my laptop. I am so.
So you have so many powerful stories of just a pull up, you know what I'm saying? And just how God has really pulled you and how you're pulling people onto the ministry, and that your pulpit is behind the chair. And that's what a lot of people have to realize. If you're looking for an amazing educator, stylist that have different facets of what she do, then you need to be going to Tamika Phillips, loctician, a makeup artist, educator, hair extensions, silk and lace closures, 950 Crenswell Drive, Suite 101 in Greenville, North Carolina, 27834. I am excited about them being able to really know who you are and to sit and be in your presence, because every time you're speaking to me, you're always talking about you have already done research on what's next and what's next in our industry and what we can do to be better behind the chair. So tell us about Cosmetics Connect. Pronounce that for me. I don't want to mess it up.
Cosmetic Kinetics.
Cosmetic Kinetics. I like that. And how wellness and stretch therapy, oh, I wish you lived here, became part of your kingdom assignment.
Again, that goes into how it didn't make sense when God initially gave it to me, and He told me that it would. I just needed to make it work. And okay, so Cosmetic Kinetics is well. Let me say this real quick. standing behind the chair for so long, so many years, we as people, barbers, stylists, estheticians, nail technicians, massage therapists, we all have onset compensations in our bodies just from standing, from sitting, our body's posture all the time. And over the years, it creates what is called a compensation, which leads to back pain, which leads to hip issues, which leads to knee issues, which leads to your neck issues, which leads to headaches, which leads to poor gut health, which leads to poor sleep habits. Like it's all meshed. It's all one. So knowing I was really thinking my goal was to be standing on the sideline with the NFL football team. That's what I really was hoping it was going to be. And my teachers and my professors was like, "That's what you're going to be doing. We can't wait." But that ain't where it went. And I'm like, right. This ain't where I was thinking I was going. Until he made it.
Add up. Right.
He made it so very clear with, like, Tamika, this is who you are. This is what you do. You know this industry like the back of your hand. And now you have the knowledge and the know-how to help your industry push more, to help your industry be able to move better so that they don't burn out, so that they have room left for my work. So why this industry? It's for whoever needs it, but the umbrella is the beauty industry. And there is a deep need for us to be able to not only get back on our feet, but stay on our feet for what goes beyond the chair. Because there's so much more to us than just the chair.
I like it. I love it. So much more than just a chair. And we can keep saying that over and over. Like at Impulse Summit, we say it's bigger than hair because it is. It is a ministry, it's a kingdom building. It is, for those who really want to see, feel, and know God even more. And so, Tamika, that is you. Everything that we're describing, you have been. Now, how many years have you been at Impulse Summit now?
This will be, I missed the first year. So
okay, so you 6 years. 6 years. Tamika Phillips, studio diva, makeup artist, educator, extraordinary, health and wellness creator, 950 Crenswell Drive, 101 is the suite in Greenville, North Carolina, 27834. Her website is www.tressdiva.maven.com. Phone number 252-367-6795. And so we are excited about you being a part of Impulse Summit and the little plug that you said earlier about Impulse and how you came across it initially. How did you initially get win of Impulse Summit many years ago?
You called me and you said, I have not seen your name.
Right.
You did. You called me. It was like, you need to be in the building. And I'm gonna be honest, it's a transparent moment. And I know that there are some people that can understand this. I was in that heartbreak phase during that time and just felt so small and felt so just little. And I really, honestly, regardless of my wealth of knowledge, regardless of in the industry, I felt like I wasn't big enough or important enough to be there. But when you called me, I was like, and you already know how I feel about you, Mitch. I was like, well, I gotta go. I don't know how I'm going, but I'm going. And man, I will not miss an Impulse Summit.
Amen.
If you're a hairstylist, a barber, a loctician, a braider, a natural hairstylist, if you touching hair, as long as you license, this message is for you. I want to talk to you for a moment. Chasing a recovery through gadgets and serums is never going to outperform a body in crisis. Why? Because it's considered health loss. Hair loss equates to health loss. Hi, I'm Kai Smith, founder of the American Academy of Hair and Scalp Diseases, where we certify beauty professionals to become functional trichologists. Listen, I want to invite you to Charlotte, North Carolina. I got a conversation that is as real as it's going to get because we have taken the courses, we have shown up to the trichology courses, yet we're still falling short. If you are touching hair, you are now responsible for keeping that hair on your client's head. And we have to shift our perspective from hair loss to health loss. So I want to ask you a question. What role do you play? Are you really a true health advocate and you understand the intricacies of going inside of the body to make a shift metabolically, to disrupt the endocrine dysfunction, the metabolic misfires, and the immune wars going on beneath the scalp behind every single strand that protrudes that follicle? Who are you? September 27th through the 29th, the trauma of trichology. The trauma of trichology is real. Some of us are shaken by it, and some of us are rooted in it. It's time for you to arm yourself with the functional truth and stop hiding behind conventional methodologies or your holistic topical treatments and saying that these things are going to work. Because if you don't move the metabolism, you're not going to move what manifests on the scalp and sustain the recovery. Because quite frankly, if you're not a part of the solution, you're a part of the problem. If you're ready to increase your revenue and you're ready to stand on the front line of true health advocacy, then this conversation is for you. And I want you to meet me in Charlotte, North Carolina, September 27th through the 29th at Impulse Summit.
Listen, I am back and I am super excited about this conversation today with my friend Tamika Phillips, one of the signature VIPs. I am the visionary founder of Impulse Summit, kingdom building of ministry through the industry. So we're excited about Impulse Summit Restore 2025. It's going to be held in Charlotte at the Hilton at the Charlotte Airport, September the 27th through the 29th. It's a 3-day experience. Joel 2:25 says it's time for us to rebuild and revive and resuscitate everything that was lost. So many different events that we're going to be having, and that's going to be one of the off-site events. We're going to be having the MIM, our PPB, our Sunday Post, our Men on Pause, our Cream Gala, and the release ceremony. But yet, we have some things for you for these 3 days. It is definitely an experience. It is definitely a spiritual, personally, and professionally experience. It's going to be something that you just cannot afford to not be a part of. Our partner, Miss Kai Smith, she's going to be on the main stage talking about the trauma of trichology. The main stage presents this because she's talking about shifting your perspective from hair loss to health loss, increasing revenue, and standing on the front line of being a health advocate. Another partner with us, which is also a course specialist, Miss Tavia Jacks. From stress to successful, she's going to be there as one of our course specialists for the new year. So we're excited about her. She's a new course specialist that we're bringing on. Another amazing course specialist, a business coach from behind the chair and other than hair, and other than Mr. Justin Gold. He is also a match maker. So he's the gentleman that's one of our match partners for Impulse Summit with the match money. This is what we're talking about. Hey, if you're talking about I need to be in Impulse Summit, I've never been there before, and life is life and things are happening, we are matching you to get you there. We have our match bonus that will match or cover the incentives for you to be in the building. Of course, we know that some people would love to come. Let's get you in there. We have so many different ways. Just call us, inbox us, DM us, whatever. Another matchmaker, Mr. Michael Cole, Migrate Risk and Generate Wealth. This is one of the things and some of the things that he's going to be talking about. He is a course specialist and will be one of our coaches at the Coach and Cocktail Hour. If you want to get in the room, we're saying, come on. It's a special $299. Register now at stand.store/Impulse Summit, where you can get there. Networking, night lock-in, the Sunday Post, the release, the spiritual gathering, the intimate classroom, workshops, focus topic panels, and more. All we saying is get in the room. We need you there. Again, this is one of the young ladies who signed up for a signature VIP. She's been with us now 6 years. She's only missed one, and I say she didn't even miss that one because she was always been in the building. She always talked about Impulse Summit, and she said, hey, I need to be there again for Restore. Now, please welcome back to the seats my friend, my sister, none other than Miss Tamika Phillips of Diva Studio.
Hello again.
Yes. So many things that I've been showing people that we're going to be doing at Impulse Summit. And you've been involved in all of them. I see you on pictures and videos at Impulse Summit that you've been there every year. So many things that you've done. And now you say, hey, I got to be a part of the restore. There's no doubt about it, you know. So you know that this year's theme is restore. What does restoration look, mean, and feel to you right now in your own life?
Well, we know that when we restore, it is to bring back. So restoration, especially in my life right now, as I'm getting older, it means putting me back on my list. It means putting me on a pedestal. It means seeing myself the way God has always seen me and projecting that. And I am really looking for, I can say after all the last summits, I always look forward to hearing whatever it is that you said God showed you or told you was going to be the next one.
Yes.
And each time it's just like it's so on time, and is restoration is in need, especially with everything that's going on right now. And we need to know that we are restored, and we're in constant need of restoration because we're constantly evolving, we're constantly growing, and with that we need to make room for new and for more. So
Yes.
that's what restoration means to me. It means increase.
Yes. That's good because a lot of times people are not seeing it that way because of what people are going through, that we all are going through something. You know, how do you see God using events like Impulse Summit to heal people in the beauty industry? And how often you pour out but barely get poured back into? You know, an industry that's just what we go through. We always pouring out. So, you know, how does Impulse fit into that equation?
The word of God says that when two or three are gathered, like basically some amazing things happen. And when you are in the building, I'm not even going to necessarily say the room, just the building. And I can say the building because I've been there when the workers of the hotels have said, like, I don't know what y'all are doing, but
Yes.
oh my God. So I would say more than the room, just being in the building. We need God to survive. We need God to be able to maintain. He has to be in your business if you're claiming faith. So events like Impulse Summit, which there are no other events like Impulse Summit, but I'm not going to say events like Impulse Summit. I would say Impulse Summit, period. Absolutely creates the avenue for that. It is a lane of faith, period. And that's what you're going to get. It's no veering to the left or veering to the right. It is a lane of faith. And it is imperative, no matter your level of walk, no matter your level of faith, if you're looking to increase your faith, if you're looking to restore your faith, like Impulse Summit will absolutely guide you. It's so many people on so many different levels who look like a representation of every different type of person you can think of.
Yeah.
And at the end of it all, the source is God. The source is faith. So that would be my take on why everybody should be at
Yeah, it's
Impulse
a tribe.
Summit,
It's
and
a
why
whole
it's important to
tribe.
have people like in your life.
Right. It's a thing now that
It
when we talk
is.
about a tribe of people who get together, like you can see people, like you said, the hotel witness that we get on the elevator. She said, I don't know what y'all got going on, but you have shifted the whole hotel. Like it's a spirit in here that is undescribable. Who's like, it's God. And everything that you see is about God. You know, so the lady's like, I'm excited, you know, that work there. So you are telling nothing but the truth. So when you think about your own restoration journey, what's one moment where you knew I am not the same person I used to be? I am not her.
I would say within the last year. I'll say within the last year. I've been through a lot. I've been through a lot. And my mom told me when you start to get closer to 50, a light switch hit. Like every 10 years, a light switch hit. I'm 45. I'll be 46 in a few weeks. And my last year, God has just been doing a pull on me that has been like, look, stay before me and get before me and stay there. And I would say within the last year, that's how it's been for me. So yeah, but within the last year.
That's good. And maturity comes with that too. And I think I can contest to this year. Chris has something that he is doing now that's telling people about what season they're in their life, and I can truly say that's the truth. You know what I'm saying? The season that I am in now is a very stretching season. And like you said, you've been with Impulse Summit every year. The first year was Make Room. The second year was Reveal. Then we went through Stretch. We went to Breathe, Believe. Victory was last year. Now we're at Restoration. And I know for a fact that God is going to do something big. I feel it. What are you personally expecting God to do in you and in others at this year's summit? Because I try to describe what I feel that God is going to do, but it's a different feeling that I can't really. There's no words I can really say what I feel like He's going to do for so many people that's going to be in the building.
It's not meant for you to say. It's all about experience. It's just something that you have to experience, and you can't say it because you're going to have to experience it for yourself as well. So I'm personally waiting for the same. All I know is every year I leave grown. I've grown even more, and I anticipate what to come next because I feel bigger, if that makes sense. I feel bigger.
It makes you grow up. And you know what I'm saying? It does that. It does make you feel like you can't fit in the room. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you get back, you try to describe it to other people, and you like, you have to.
You can't. You just got to be there.
Yeah, and I don't want people to think that I'm biased because I'm a part of it, but I'm like, you just gotta be there to experience what God is doing. So for someone's listening who's tired, worn out, and ready to quit, because that's a lot of what I've been hearing. Hey, I'm transitioning. I'm trying to get out of this industry. I don't, I just don't see where it's just being fun or joyful for me anymore. What word or words would you give them for this season right now, Tamika? Because again, you have transpired through so many seasons, and you felt so many things, and you felt tired, you felt worn out, and you felt ready to quit. But there was a word that was said to you. There was a word that was in your ear, in your heart, and something you read. What would you tell a person that is feeling this way right now?
Get away from your distractions. Whatever it is that is distracting you, get away from it, because that's the trick of the enemy. His job is to distract. And the more we fall into those distractions, the more he wins, the more he takes you away from exactly what it is that God has set before you. And it's so easy to lose that vision behind the distractions because, like everybody say, life is lifing. Yeah, life is going to life, but we don't have to give that part life.
That energy.
You don't have to give. Life is lifing, but where life are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So you can't be distracted. Stay away from this. If there's something that's distracting you from even making this move for this September, get away from it. You have to be in full trust mode, and you got to trust the process and just believe that you are supposed to be there. I'm gonna keep plugging as much as I can because just distraction. Don't be distracted.
Don't be distracted. And every time I was distracted, I got off of the course of what God was telling me to do. And like you said, it's so easy for someone to say, oh, no, you don't need to be there. I mean, to the point where the matchmakers, the Impulse Summit matchmakers say, listen, we could easily say we're going to be sponsoring this, but let's sponsor someone getting there. They have never experienced it before. Let's see about someone who say they really want to get there. What skin in the game are they willing to put out there to be at Impulse Summit? And so they're willing to do this. This is not something that we've asked. This is something that they ask of us. Say, hey, we would like to do that for someone who say, I want to be there. Mr. Michael Cole was the creator of this, and then Mr. Justin Gold came around. And then we have, Miss Kay Simpson out of Houston, Texas. That's another match bonus maker. So these individuals here say, I believe in education. I believe in people being there. So what's your excuse? Distractions. It's simply that.
And you choosing to be distracted. But yet you're praying for answers and you're praying for more, but you're choosing to be distracted. Like you can't do that. Pick a lane.
That's it. I like that. Pick a lane. Oh, so you said it chill up my spine because there's so much I can say about seeing you and other people that I'm so used to seeing at Info Summit. You know what I'm saying? You know how you walk around, you be like, now where is she at? Like last year, you was like, I made it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, now I do. You know, you say you was coming, you was a little late, but you made it. It's like you look for your sisters and brothers at a family reunion. It's like
Right.
you don't feel right if they're not in the building. And
Right.
individuals who you reach out to who said, listen, I'm giving it 30 more days, Micheline. And if nothing comes about, and then they can sit here and they say, because of being around your sisters and your brothers and your tribe, and I'm getting all these classes, from mental health classes to financial literacy classes to how can I get the latest, greatest techniques that's out there. And then they go back and they get bigger than life. Like that is the biggest reward that any of us can see. Like when I see Chris and he putting together all the badges of the signature VIP, like he is on cloud nine because he sees where people want to be in life. And that's just, that's just great. I cannot say enough. So we got legacy and reflections right now. What do you hope people will walk away saying about you and Studio Diva after encountering your story? Because sometimes, like I didn't even know, I'm writing down some of the things that you said that I didn't even know about your sister and the bone. And, that should be in a book right there because that's just amazing. Somebody walk away from getting their hair services done, whether it's makeup, being a loctician or educator, hair extension. What is that reflection that they can say, because I came to Tamika? What do you hope that people walk away about you and Studio Diva?
My hope that I push for every day, number one, is that they see God. I am not quiet about my faith. Anybody that know me know that's what you're gonna get. And even when I do my consultations, I lead with that. Look, I'm a woman of faith. I'm gonna talk that way. If it bothers you, I'm sorry. That's just me. That's what you're gonna get.
Right.
So that's number one for me. My faith is so important to me, and my hope in that is that that's what they see, and that I'm represented well, and that they leave, even if their decision is to stay how they are, they're empowered. They feel more beautiful than what they did when they walked in, than what they walked in. They share the story, they share their experience, and that somewhere in there, faith is a part. But as long as I've done my part and I'm at peace with that and I feel good about that, then I feel that God is pleased with that. And that's my strive. That's what I go for. So my prayer is that that's what they experience. That's what they take with them until they come back.
I love it. I love it. So many times we talk about that and how our faith is there. And I always start off with, this is a faith-based event. I'm not going to apologize about what God is doing and how he's doing it. So it's not for everyone, but it is for the right one, and I see that through the vision that you're doing with your health and wellness summits that you've been doing, your tour that you've been doing all over for individuals, that you making and spreading that word for individuals to see that, so 5 years from now, what do you see yourself doing and what role does faith play in that vision? Because I see where you're going with your kinetics, right? And I see you putting on classes and you saying, Mitch, I put it out there and I put my own money in it, but it's God, you know what I'm saying? I know what that feels like, so 5 years from now, what do you feel like that is? And what role does faith play in that?
I am excited about it. I can't touch it yet, but I know it's coming. And just like you said, it's like you trying to express it, but you can't. It's just one of them things I got to experience. 5 years from now, my prayer is that I am exactly where God has placed me to be. My prayer is that I don't get in my own way along the way. And that my faith level just grows beyond comparison to where even the things I feel like now is crazy to ask for, I will be able to ask even crazier and not think second, 2, 3, 4 times about it. Just go for it. My faith just stay stronger so that I can have more.
That's it.
Okay, there we go.
So Tamika, listen, I know there's someone looking for you to get their services done in the Greenville or surrounding areas, right? I'm coming to your salon. What do I look forward to? What do I smell? What do I see? What do I hear? What do I know that you're going to give me at Diva Studio?
Oh, when you come see Diva, you're going to have an experience like no other. You're going to feel loved. You're going to feel like you are the most beautiful thing in the world. You are going to feel like, if you want to look like Janet Jackson, I can't make you look like Janet Jackson, but I can about make you feel like you her when you walk out.
I like it.
But my hope is that everybody feels special, feels seen, feel heard, feel safe. And they walk out with their heads held high, looking slayed, or like people say, beat to the gods or whatever.
Right.
I just want people to feel on cloud nine. My hope is that that's exactly what they get when they walk out. And they still feel good on the way in because they know that inside Studio Diva, you still queen and you still king. And you're going to walk out still with that crown when I'm just like you walked in.
I love it. So listen, we're here with Tamika Phillips out of Greenville, North Carolina. Super excited to have this diva on the podcast. Y'all look for this beautiful face. She is a signature VIP at Impulse Summit Restore 2025, September 27th through the 29th. Boots on the ground. We have the green event. We have the shades of blue. It is a 3-day education experience that is going to restore you. I'm telling you right now, spiritually, personally, and professionally. We have so many different facets that are plugged in for you, and you. Will you be in the building? Get in the room. $299 will get you in the room for Restore 2029. All the classes that you can take. We talk about church service, the release spiritual gathering, intimate classrooms, workshops, and more. Hey, $299. Get in the building. Stand.store/Impulse Summit will get you there. Super excited about the match bonus that they're doing with the incentives that we have with our Kingdom brands that have joined together for Impulse Summit to make sure that we get you in the building. Hey, they're matching your vibe. They're matching your tribe. You said you want to be there. Let's get you in the building. Now, Tamika, I'm going to ask you this question. And I want you to finish the sentence. Impulse Summit Restore Edition. I know God has restored me when?
I know God has restored me when I leave Impulse Summit 10 times better than what I was when I walked in. And I am ready.
Y'all get ready too. Listen, it's your girl, Micheline. This podcast has been amazing. We said get in the room. We got so many ways. Impulse Summit, September 27th through the 29th. Charlotte, North Carolina. Come on. Don't have excuses. Don't have distractions. We'll see you soon. And listen, there is nothing you can do about it.
Lord have mercy. The whistle got them bang. Live in the building. Yeah, yeah. I dance on my dance here. You ready? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Hit me one time.